coming in hot. It's the second inning. The score is tied 0-0. And Allie Elliott just made a good play at shortstop, getting the run around at first base, so there's one out. We are playing Central Carroll. It's the Cedartown JV against the Central Carroll JV. And don't have a lineup unless Coach Dustin sent me one. Let me see if he did. Nope, he did not. So on the mound for Cedartown is Addie Smith, and catching is Emmeline Waits. On third base is Isabella Palacio. Shortstop is Allie Elliott. Second base is who's on second base out there? Can you tell? Is that Anna Scott? Anna Scott? Anna Scott Dean? No, Allie's number 10. First base we got Caroline O'Neill. In left field, I think that's Avery Elliott in left field. In center field we have Mariah Westmoreland, and in right field we have Chloe Ramey. And ball's hit to second base. Second base fields, throws to first for the second out. I'm pretty sure that's Anna Scott Dean on second.
I haven't learned all these freshman players yet. Only a few of them.
Well, and it's hard to tell when they got their mask on, too. Hope y'all don't mind, peeps, so I'm going to be eating. Just past my supper time. And there's the ground ball hit to second. Anna Scott Fields throw to first for the third out. So after 1.5, the score is 0-0, and we'll be right back. All right.
About the delay. I remember last Thursday when I was here, it was so hot.
Yeah.
They had a 30-minute lightning delay. One struck the lightning.
Oh, yeah.
30 minutes.
I was watching that. They scurried off the field. I saw that. So Isabella Palacio is up to bat for Cedartown. On deck is, looks like Chloe Ramey, I believe. And here's the pitch. Ball low. I was telling Sean about my traveling escapades the first of this week. It was rather hectic, and it was pretty stressful as well. That hit Isabella on the leg, so she'll get first base. And coming up to bat is Chloe. On deck is Caroline O'Neill. So anyway, I had to fly out Sunday afternoon to go to D.C. because I had a meeting in D.C. Monday morning. So after that meeting, I had to fly. I had to be in Charlotte Tuesday. Well, here's the pitch. And it's a attempted bunt pop-up, and it's caught by the third baseman for the first out. And up to bat is Caroline. So anyway, let's see. We had our meeting in D.C. Then I went to the airport, and I had to fly through Atlanta to get to Charlotte, right? There was no direct flights to Charlotte. So I go to Atlanta, and it was about a 40 or 50 minute layover. And here's the pitch to Caroline. Ball outside. So I had about a 40 or 45 minute layover. We got on the plane, and then we had no sooner got on the plane till they put us in a weather delay for 45 minutes. And here's the 1-0 delivery. Ball low. So after that, we started taxiing out, and we were like second for taking off, and the pilot comes across the intercom, and there's a ball's hit to second. Second throws to first. Second shortstop goes to first, but we don't get to they don't get the double play. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm having some issues with my headphones. They're not wanting to work. Check. That's not working. Up the bat is Anna Scott. Swinging a miss, strike one. I know y'all can hear me. There we go. Now I can hear. So, after the 45-minute rain delay, and here's the pitch. Strike two called, swinging strike. We start taxiing out. We're about the second one to take off, and the pilot comes across and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, folks. We got an electrical issue. We had to turn around." And the pitch, ball is fouled back. Count is 0-2 with 2 outs. We got a runner on first. Pilot says, "We got to go back and get this fixed." So we went back, and he said it should be pretty easy. It's just a little pop breaker or something like that. Well, you know, when they say that, that's not the way it's going to happen. And here's the pitch. Ball low. Carol was thinking it was going to get away from the catcher. She about broke too far then. So anyway, we were on the plane for 4 hours. 4 hours. And I don't even like to fly for 4 hours, much less stay on a plane sitting there for 4 hours. So they finally let us off the plane, and they said, "Well, the layover was so long that we don't have a pilot now." Here's the pitch. Strike three called, and that'll do it for Cedartown in the bottom of the second. Score 0-0. But I'll finish my story here in between innings. So when I got off the plane, they could not guarantee me that they could get me to Charlotte. So I said, "Well, I got to go. I got to be in Charlotte in the morning." And this was like 9:30 at night. I had parked my car there because I left out of Atlanta on Sunday going to D.C., right? So I got in my car and started heading towards Charlotte. You know, I looked on my GPS. It said I was going to be there at 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Well, that'll be all right." The meeting went until 8:30. I could get some rest. So when I got on into South Carolina, the bottom fell out. I mean, it was raining extremely hard. Yeah. And I saw two wrecks on 85 in the left lane. I mean, I was coming up on them, and I could see the taillights, and I went, "I don't think those cars are moving," and they weren't. 2 times I did that, and cars blowing by me on the right side. It got too stressful, so I pulled off, and I pulled into a QT and stayed there for 45 minutes while the rain let up. And I finally got to the hotel in Charlotte at 3:30 in the morning. Do you need something? What was that about? So anyway, yeah, I got to Charlotte about 3:30, had a meeting at 8:30, and then I drove back to Cedartown. So I'm still recovering from that. All right, so Cedartown is ready. Did she say she's come up there? What's she do?
I guess she said Ashley's just talking to me. I said, yeah, he's I guess she just want to ask you something.
Yeah. All right. Number 24 up to bat for Central. Score 0-0. This is top of the third. Ball high. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball is hit to the right side. It's going to be out of play. Barely, but it was out of play. Count is 1-1 now to the Central hitter. And the pitch. Ball is hit to third. Isabella couldn't get her glove on it. Drifted away from her, so the runner makes it to first base on an error. And up to bat is number 33 for Central. In case you missed it, Cedartown played, the varsity played earlier, and Central came out on top. What was that, 13-5? And the pitch. Ball is hit to third base. A pop up. Isabella makes the play. One out. And up to bat now for Central. I don't know her number. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Number 44. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. I did get a lineup. Bella's catching, not Emmeline. I get them mixed up all the time. I looked down there and I saw 17. I said, oh, wait a minute, I think that's Bella. That was a ball inside. Count is 2-1 now. Two balls, one strike, one out, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Ball is hit to second base. Second throws to short. Short goes to first, but we did not get the double play. It's two outs, though. Yep, that is Anna Scott on second base. Irel Pinson is the extra hitter. And there's a pop-up. Oh, just behind Bella. She turned the opposite way of the ball went, and by the time she turned around, it was too late. Count is no balls and one strike, two outs. And the pitch. Ball is popped up to right field. Chloe comes in and makes the catch for the third out. So that'll do it for Central. For the top half of the third inning, the score remains 0-0. We'll be right back. All right, sports fans, we're back. Up to bat for Cedartown is Irel Pinson. She is the extra hitter. We're in the bottom of the third inning, score 0-0, and the pitch. Ball low. Count is 1-1 to Irel. And here's the pitch. Ball is popped up. Pitcher gets under it, makes the catch for the first out. Up to bat now is Mariah Westmoreland, our center fielder. Ball is hit foul, out of play, down the right field foul line.
How's she kidding to Jamie?
Who?
How's she kidding to Jamie?
Who?
Batter. How's she kidding to Jamie?
Hang on.
Last name though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mariah strikes out. That's 2 outs. And up to bat is Emmeline Waits. I am sure of this. For once, I am sure of this. Good grief. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-1 now to Emmeline. On deck is Miracle Pace. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The count is 1-2 now. 2 outs. And the pitch. Emmeline was able to hold up on that high ball. It's hard sometimes, especially when you got 2 strikes on you, because that ball gets bigger as it rises. Seems like it does anyway. And the pitch. Foul ball. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs. And the 2-2 delivery. She checked. Oh, Blue said she went. I'd have to get an appeal on that. If I would have get an appeal. She didn't get. Did she look like she went to you? No. All right, but anyway, that's 3 outs. It was not contested. So at the end of 3 innings of play, the score is 0-0. We'll be right back. All right, we are back for the top half of the fourth inning. Central Carroll up to bat. Ball one to number 9, left-hander. Looked like she thought about squaring around the bunt, but then she pulled back. It was enough to make the corners come in the infield. Count is 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the pitch. Up, she did bunt at that one, so the count is 1-1. Addie checks the dugout for a sign. Toes the rubber. And here's the pitch. Ball outside. Two balls, one strike. To the leadoff hitter for Central. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Count goes to 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is 3-2. Full count now. And the pitch. Ball 4 gets away from the catcher, but not enough for number 9 to try to make it to second. Does that look a little better, peeps? It don't look that good on my laptop. So now Central has a runner on first. Nobody out. Up to bat is, I believe, number 10. Yes, number 10 for Central. And the pitch from Addie. That was a bunt. Attempted bunt. So that's strike 1. And the pitch. That was a bunt. Runner goes down to second and makes it. Stolen base. Is that 1 strike or 2?
Did you call that a strike?
I thought he did. I mean, he should have because she bunted at it, yeah. Count is 0-2. They have a runner on second now with nobody out. And the pitch. Ball high. It's really nice out here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to what we have had. Strike called. That is a caught-looking strikeout. A backwards K, if you will.
All right, now it's your last Thursday.
Yeah. I was out of town. I was in Charlotte then, too. 1 out now. And the pitch. Ball high. Runner goes to third. The throw. Runner's safe. Caught us napping. Number 3 up to bat. That was a ball. Got to be on your toes. Central has a runner on third now with 1 out, and here's the pitch. Ball is hit right over second base for a base hit and an RBI. So Central scores. on a bloop hit over second base. And now up to bat is number 30 for Central. Central has a runner on first. They just scored a run from third, so it's 1-0. And here's the pitch. Strike one. So she swung at that pitch. Did it foul off her and hit her foot, or? Anyway, the third base coach was giving her a brief respite to let that pain go away from where it hit her leg. And she's back in the box now. The count is no balls and 1 strike, 1 out. And here's the pitch. Strike called. It's 0-2. And here's the 0-2 delivery, ball high. Count is 1-2 now. And here's the 1-2 delivery from Addie. Ball is popped up. Caroline comes in and just about makes a catch. It's a good effort. Now she's got chalk all over her uniform, her arm. It was a good effort. Actually, it hit her glove. She'll tell you she should have had it, actually. Count remains 1-2. And the pitch. Ball is hit hard to third, but it's a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Ball is hit softly but foul down the third base side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a good at bat by the Central hitter. Hanging in there. Addie is still ahead in the count, 1-2. And a swing and a miss, but the runner could not advance because there was a runner on first. Ump is trying to tell her she's out. And we're going to have a conference between the field umpire and the plate umpire. They're going to discuss whether she's out or not. All right, so the batter was out because first base was occupied. And you can't run to first if the third strike is dropped. So, however, it was a pass ball, so the runner from first made all the way to third. Now there are 2 outs. There are 2 outs, and number 12 is up to bat for Central. Count is 1-0. And here's the pitch from Addie. Ball is hit hard to left field. It is going to be out of here. That is a 2-run homer for number 12. And that makes the score 3-0 in favor of Central. So now at the bat for Central is number 21. Nobody on now with 2 outs. And the ball's hit hard, just about got to third base coach. Foul ball count is no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Ball, the count is 1-1 now. Another foul ball down the third base side. Isabella fields and throws it back to Addy. The count is 1-2 now with 2 outs. Bases are empty. They were cleared by a home run, and here's the pitch. Ooh, that looked pretty good. That looked pretty good to me, but Blue calls it a ball. So the count is even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball is hit foul on the third base side again. All right, count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Ball is hit the third. It's hard in between third and short.